It's time for my show. It's time for my show. This is Jackson, Detroit's money making diva. Listen, grab a paper and a pen. Don't want you to miss a thing. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hello, hello, Detroit, Flint, Highland Park. This is Sherry, the boss lady, aka Detroit's money making diva, bringing you money making tips and money saving tips every Tuesday at 2 right here on WHPR 33. And remember, you can download our app, our mobile app, WHPR 33. And we also have a website, TV. WHPR33.com. That's right, TV, WHPR33.com. I do want to dedicate my broadcast to Elder Superintendent Gary Hooks, who passed away last week. He was a friend of mine, and truly, my heart has been touched by the passing of him, and I want to ask you to keep his family lifted up in prayer. Funeral arrangements I don't really have at this time, but if you want to call me at 248-633-8562 if you need that information, I probably will have it later on today. Really excited today because I do have a special guest with me here today, and it's none other than Pastor Michael Berry.
Hey, Sherry.
Hello, hello, hello. He is the pastor of Higher Ground Church of God in Christ. And where's your church located?
Yes, we are located at 8676 Dearborn Street in Detroit, Michigan. We are there every Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Now, the reason why I brought him here is not just because he's a pastor, but he is a car dealer at Bob Maxey Ford, and he promotes himself as Miracle Mike. Now, because he's a friend of mine, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of laughed and kind of blew it off when you came up with that name. I was like, why would he say that? Until I saw somebody who I've been friends with for a long time. I've never seen them have their own car. I don't know how he did it, but he got him into a brand new car. And so I said to myself, and I said self, and myself say, huh? I said self, we must bring him to our viewers so that they can find out how they can get a car. Because if he could get him a car, then there is nothing impossible for God or for you as it relates to getting a car. So we're going to hear from him later on, but I do need to make a couple of announcements. First of all, today at 7 o'clock p.m., the Junior Love Foundation Mix and Mingle is going down, okay? And this is a nonprofit organization that's geared for helping youth and young adults in the city of Detroit, and is founded by Takara Shelton. She's providing book bags and scholarships and uniforms for young people. And this is the kickoff for her nonprofit. It's an absolutely free event. So you want to come out today after work at the Granite City Food and Brewery, 699 West Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. They're going to have raffles and prizes. So it's going to be a really nice event. Again, that's tonight, 7 o'clock, the Junior Love Foundation Mix and Mingle at the Granite City Food and Brewery. And this Sunday, that's right, this Sunday, August the 28th at 3:30 p.m., the Edwin Hawkins and Walter Hawkins Music and Arts Detroit chapter is sponsoring their second annual So You Think You Can Sing contest. It's going to be held at Detroit Bible Tabernacle, 4320 Oakman, right at the corner of Grand River. And the grand prize will be $300. Now, you still have time to enter that contest. How do I know? Because I'm the chapter leader. Call me 248-633-8562. I can get a packet emailed out to you right away, and you can participate and get your chance to win $300 this Sunday.
Where's my packet? I want to sing.
We're not going to entertain him today.
I can't sing.
You have your moments.
My moments. Well,
You
maybe
do.
I have a moment Sunday. $300.
Okay, I understand. You know what? Hey, it's open to anybody, so you're more than welcome.
Why did I feel a little shade right there?
I mean, I prefer your preaching. Now, actually, to be honest with you, this is actually one of Detroit's best teachers and preachers of the gospel.
Stop.
I kid you not. And you all know me. I never give credit where credit is not due. So, if you are looking for a church home, and even, you know what, I probably took it too far. I know for a lot of people, they are kind of getting away from quote unquote being obligated to a church home, and it's hard to
Absolutely.
find a place. But if you're looking for a solid word, I'm telling you, check him out. 3 o'clock. He's in Southwest Detroit, and you can always call me later on 248-633-8562. But this man right here, he can really bring it.
But
So
not my singer. You really like shaded me. But
okay,
it's okay.
okay, you can sing.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Just send me my packet.
Anyway, moving right along, moving right along. I do want to say one other thing. I came across this article. I don't know if I was reading the Cranes or the Michigan Chronicle, but either way, this is something very exciting. I don't know if you know about this, but First Independence Bank, which
Yeah.
is, believe it or not, one of only 28 black owned banks in the United States of America.
True.
Did you know it was only 28 black owned banks?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I
Yes.
just found that
Yes.
out. I was
Yes.
thoroughly, my spirit was broken.
I understand.
But anyway, long story short, they were in the midst of the downtown area. They've moved their main branch and headquarters to the former Detroit Police Department central office, okay? And that's located at 7310 Woodward Avenue in the New Center area. That just happened on Monday, August the 15th. So if it
Hmm.
got by you, don't feel bad because it got by me too. But I'm so excited because I'm one of those people that I kind of don't like the process of trying to find a place to park and trying to be, worrying about the meter and all of that. They're in Midtown now, so you can get there. Listen, people, let's support our own. Let's open some bank accounts and let's
Definitely.
support.
Definitely.
I think this is really good. Um, and I didn't know they were founded in 1970. And so they've been around for a long time. Your money will be safe. And they're looking forward to doing some more business with the community. And in case you didn't know, they also have two more locations,
Hmm.
7020 West 7 Mile Road in Detroit. And they also
Very
have
beautiful
one.
branch, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And they also have one in Clinton Township.
Yes.
And that address is 38880 Garfield Road. If you want more information, you can call 313-256-8400. That's 313-256-8400. Also, they have a website, firstindependence.com. That's firstindependence.com. So, again, exciting news for the city of Detroit. I think that it's going to be awesome because one of the biggest pluses to this move is that they're going to have access to free parking. So you can't beat it, you guys. Let's support First Independence Bank again, firstindependence.com.
You know what's really awesome about that? When you look at everything that's going on in the city,
Mm-hmm.
Sherry, and you think about the rail system that's being completed now right there
Yeah.
on Woodward,
Mm-hmm.
what's phenomenal about that, especially for people who work downtown, is once you park, if you need to run to the bank during
Mm-hmm.
your lunch or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you can simply hop on the rail and bam, get back to work. And I'm excited about it. But they have been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a great bank. Matter of fact, the church I used to be a member at, church that I used to be a
Do tell.
member at,
Mm-hmm.
had accounts there.
Okay.
And that is when I found out the history behind the bank, as well as that they were one of few black owned banks in the country. And so I'm glad that we have them right here in the city of Detroit. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a phenomenal thing, and we need to do everything that we can as an African American community
Mm-hmm.
to rally behind our own.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Now that real thing, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really feeling it. I don't see how that's gonna work out. It seems so super tight. You don't think
Yeah, and a
so?
lot of this too. A lot of
Yeah.
zigzagging in and out. But hey, we have to trust it.
Okay.
Even though sometimes we don't understand
Mhm.
change and see exactly how it's going to work.
Mhm.
We have to do ourselves the greater advantage and try.
Okay.
So maybe we'll ride it together. I don't know.
We probably will.
I'm not a fan of the people mover, but I
Yeah.
ride it. But I ride it.
I've used it too.
Yeah. When I went to
I've
the
used
Stevie
it.
Wonder concert, I
Mhm.
got on the people mover.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you do that, promise me that you won't do like you did today and try to outdress me. I don't understand all of this that's going on, but anyway.
Well, normally when I see you, you're like hatted up and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
Saint John and
yeah.
everything.
I
So
do.
I,
Yeah,
you know,
that's all
where's
right.
your hat?
Yes, I do. I still wear hats. I still wear hats, but I didn't wear one today.
Okay.
But anyway, you're kind of a good co-host today.
I want you to wear your hat when you come get a car from me. Wear your hat and your Saint John.
Speaking of that, so you are at what dealership?
I am at Bob Maxey Ford,
Right, Bob Maxi
which is
Ford.
located right in the heart of our city.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, we're the only Ford dealership in the downtown Detroit area. We're located right there at 1833 East Jefferson. That's
Mhm.
between Shane and I 75.
Very good, very good. Now listen, I'm going to open up. We're going to go to a break. His number is right there. You want to write that number down so that you can call him later on. I'm getting ready to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to take some calls. We're going to let him tell you what programs he has available. If you have any questions about what you need to get a car, if you've been really leery about it, and let me tell you something. We go to church, a lot of us, every Sunday, Sunday after Sunday. We believe God will, and we do not take any action.
Right.
Faith without works is what?
It's dead.
Okay, because you're the preacher. I just want to make sure I had it right.
It's useless. But you were definitely in context with the text.
Okay. You have to take up your bed and walk. Walk, not walk literally, but
You read your Bible.
I know the
And
book.
you've been to Sunday school.
I sometimes I read the book, and I'm telling you that book works.
It
I
works.
was in that Psalms 1 today, and
Really.
I learned that as a
That's one of my
child,
favorites.
but it says whatsoever you doeth
Mm-hmm.
shall
Shall
prosper.
prosper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we have to do some things so that we can prosper.
that's right.
And one thing, you got to have transportation, people. And if you don't have it and you think you're okay by asking people for rides all of the time, you're not okay.
That's a good point because I've encountered. Matter of fact, there was a young lady um, who came and she brought a car from me,
Mhm.
and when she was signing the paperwork for her car, Sherry, she actually looked at me and she said, "Can we stop for a moment?" And I said, "Sure." I'm thinking
Mhm.
maybe she had a question about uh, the contract or something.
Mhm.
And she said, "There's a young lady I need you to help." She said for
Mhm.
the past 2 or 3 years that she had been literally catching the bus to work, catching the bus to church,
Mhm.
and she went on to tell me that she had two children, two little girls.
Mhm.
And I said, "Get her on the phone, have her call me right now." She called me. We actually arranged for her to be picked up and brought to our dealer. Needless to say,
What?
she's no longer catching the bus.
Come on now.
She's no longer catching the bus. And she's in a brand new car. Didn't even think she could qualify for one.
Now this is not a B lot.
No,
This
no,
is not a C lot.
no. This is
Not
a
trying to
Class
knock.
A dealership.
Yeah, not trying to knock 8 Mile, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Those lots up and down Woodward and 8 Mile. This is a Class A dealership. Okay.
And not only that, but I'm so glad to be a part of the Maxey family
Mhm.
because not only do we have the dealer there on Jefferson, but
Mhm.
we actually have two other dealers. We have our dealership, our Lincoln dealership, which is on Mack Avenue, and
Okay.
then we also have our other Ford location, which is in Howell, Michigan. And so the beauty of that, Sherry, is
Mhm.
that it allows me to literally be able to offer more to my clients
Okay.
because I'm able to pull from all three dealer inventories.
All right.
And
Well,
I got a lot of banks. A lot of banks waiting to tell some people yes.
you okay? You taking me too fast. We
Am I?
gotta hear from my sponsor. I have to hear from
Oh
my
yeah,
sponsor.
yeah. Got
And
to do that.
after we take this break, we're gonna come back. We're gonna open those lines. Get your pens and papers ready. 313-868-0342. In just about a minute, I'm gonna open up the lines. Okay. Keep it locked in right here on WHPR 33.
Bon Appetit Elegant Catering, elegant at your service. We cater for all occasions: weddings, birthdays, proms, homegoing service, graduations, family reunions, and all occasions. For the best catering in the Midwest, call Bon Appetit 313-444-5048. Bon Appetit Elegant Catering.
Special thanks to Bon Appetit, my sponsor. And remember them for all your catering events. Their food is phenomenal. Well, as I promised you, we're going to open up the phone lines 313-868-0342, 313-868-0342, in case I have someone out there who has questions about how they can get a car or any apprehensions can be resolved right here today because the man, Miracle Mike, Pastor Michael Berry, is in the house on Detroit's Money Making Diva show, where we save money and we make money.
You know, Sherry, actually, I didn't come up with that name. My customers came up with that name.
All right.
So I just wanted
Okay.
to clarify
Clear
that.
it
You know,
on
I
up.
didn't need none of my fellow clergy family coming after me for that.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
sure you understand.
I'm sure it is well deserved. I want you to tell me some things about what kind of programs you have.
Well, I want to start by talking about our New Beginnings program.
Okay.
Okay. At Bob Maxey Ford, we have a program entitled New Beginnings. And what that program is it's a program that we specially designed for people who have credit challenges.
Mhm.
I mean, let's face it, all of us didn't always practice good stewardship when it came to credit and when it came to money. And so, through our New Beginnings program, the only thing you need is proof of income. Even if you have a job where you're paid in cash, all you will need is a bank statement.
So like a beautician.
A beautician, a church musician,
Mhm.
waitress, uh, uh, dancers. Hey,
Well,
they got to drive too.
you are hilarious. Okay, what about a widow like me? Like,
Okay.
what if, I found out after my husband passed
Hmm.
that a lot of things I didn't even realize
Hmm.
was in his name.
Right.
And so my credit got challenged because I didn't really have any current credit. Do you
Hmm.
have something for a person like that?
Yes, and that is part of our New Beginnings program. Okay.
Okay.
Now, in some cases, we may have to run them through the New Beginnings program. In some cases, we literally can take them first time buyer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's not that the person didn't have a car, but they didn't finance it. Maybe they won it. I don't know. And so we're
You had
able
to.
we're able to work through all of those types of situations.
She brought that up because I actually did win a 2-year lease.
Yeah, I really tried to get you to let me drive it some, but you wouldn't. But it's okay.
Anyway, what about fixed income?
That's a
Senior
wonderful
citizens.
question.
What about those people?
Our New Beginnings program, again, if there's a situation where the credit is challenged
Hmm.
and you're on a fixed income, we can run you through our New Beginnings program. Or, again, you may qualify for a new car. A fixed income is not a problem. It really isn't, because again, for a person that receives, again, I deal with people that receive Social Security. I deal with people who receive child support. Okay. And again, the only thing we need is your award letter from Social Security along with a bank statement.
What about a bad credit score?
Bad credit score. I got banks that buy people with pretty low scores, Sherry.
Now, when you say low, what about a 600?
I wouldn't consider 600 low
Really?
in comparison to people that I've been blessed to help. 600, if I can see 600 consistently, that would be a wonderful thing.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's the bar we ought to measure ourselves
Yeah.
on, but again, I'm saying that I deal with people who have some pretty challenged situations, and I've been blessed to be able to help them.
You've helped somebody with a credit score that had a 5, that started with a 5.
I've helped people that had a credit score that started with a 4. Seriously.
Because, 6 is the new 4. That's what I thought. 600 is, the credit score is not like what back in the day. To say you had a 600
Oh, it
credit
used to
score
mean
was
something.
yeah, but
Yeah.
now that's like you right barely,
Well,
you know.
here's the thing. For example, there are different factors that go into scoring
Okay.
that I think I'm going to be honest with you. What hurts us a lot of times, Sherry, is that our people,
Mhm.
especially, we just have not educated ourselves to credit and how it works,
Mhm.
and how that score is actually accumulated. You can have a 600 and your bureau can be as strong as a person with a 720. You can have a 600 credit score and be done paid everything on time. Okay. But let's say you have not financed anything,
Mhm.
in a year or so.
Mhm.
So that's kind of just had your credit in a place of stagnation.
Mhm.
Okay. But when you look at the overall history of that bureau, okay, I helped a young man today before I came here, okay, had two automobile charge offs. Not one, two. I put
Okay.
him in a brand new vehicle that only had 8 miles on it
What?
and got him financed through a major, major bank. But you know how I was able to do it? Because went in there, went to bat on his behalf,
Mhm.
and got the banks to look at, yes, he made these mistakes, but this is what he did to get himself out of that situation.
Mhm.
He's been consistent
Mhm.
in this for 2 years. Okay, let's get him out of this. And mind you, the car that he was driving was not worth what he was paying for. When you look at what he owed on it, it was not worth it, Sherry.
So you got him out of a bad deal and you got him a new car.
Put him into a better deal and lowered his interest rate. He was paying 23.12%, and I got him done at 3.9.
313-868-0342 if you want to call in. You better call in before he leaves, but his number is on the screen. If you may not want to say it out loud in front of our
Yeah,
viewers. I can
yeah.
understand that. But just know that the line is open for you. I'm just excited because you've kind of got me thinking about maybe I need to come see you
I've been
real
telling
soon.
you to come
You
see
you
me,
did.
Sherry.
You did, you
You
know.
know, and listen, even though we're a Ford dealership,
Mhm.
Ford and Lincoln dealership. and we're part of the Ford franchise. Listen, check this out. I have on my pre-owned lot, I have Audis,
Cause you know I'm a caddy girl.
I have Mercedes,
Okay.
I have Cadillacs,
Talk.
I have Chryslers,
Yes.
I have pretty much every make that's out there. And so for people who say, well, I want a pre-owned car, but I don't want a Ford. I want this. Listen, I get it because I want people to be able to enjoy and be fully satisfied with what they have to pay for. I'm not gonna pay for nothing that I don't want.
And you shouldn't. No one
No,
should,
no one
but a
should.
lot of people settle for things that they really don't want because they feel pressured, because they feel like, okay, well, somebody finally, approved me. I got to take whatever color, whatever, and
Right.
I've done that. I did that one time and never again, never again.
You know one of the most humiliating things, and I actually share my testimony with some of my clients. I've not always been in this position I'm in today. Okay, I know what it's like to sit on the other side of that table. I know what it's like, and I think one of the most disrespectful and one of the most humiliating things that a customer can go through is when they're trying to get a car and then they go to a dealer and they have to sit in the dealership all
All
day
day long.
long, all day long.
Yes.
And I tell my customers, you don't have to do that. That's why I'm here.
All right.
That
Now you
that that's why
sold
I'm
me
here.
right there.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
will not be in my dealership all day, and then I'm not going to play with your emotions. I'm not going to have you walking the lot. Because it's an art to this.
Yeah.
Some guys will have, and some dealers will have you walk the lot and have you looking at a $30,000 vehicle when you only qualify for 15. Okay, here's my philosophy. You can have anything on the lot you want. What it ultimately boils down to is, are you going to pay the difference between what the bank give us? Are you going to pay that difference?
Okay.
You can have anything on the lot. I don't believe in playing with people's emotions, wasting their time. Hey, let's do what we got to do to get you in an automobile and get you out. And you need to call me today so that I can make that happen.
All right. Well, my time is almost up. I'm down to 2 minutes. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on. We got to
Okay.
do this again.
I know it was
Yeah.
actually fun. You kind of surprised me. Well, no, you're a talker. I knew
See,
it was gonna be okay.
there you go with shade again.
But look, meanwhile, back on the ranch, down to my last minute, I saw a lady and her son on a scooter at Kroger's yesterday, and so I initially thought she doesn't look handicapped. But you know what? I said, oh, you shouldn't judge people until I saw her teenage daughter whip around the corner
Oh,
on a
God.
scooter behind them.
Wow.
Listen, people, scooters, handicap parking spaces, that's nothing to take lightly. There are
Right.
people who really need those
Really
things.
need it.
And I'm going to tell you, it's always hashtag nothing matters until it happens to you. You wouldn't want to be in need of something like that and
Right.
someone is playing with it. So I just want to, as I go off the air, I want to ask each and every one of you to be mindful. Don't park in those specify handicap parking spaces, even if you think you're just running in and out. Because my husband was handicapped, and it was so discouraging sometimes to get places, and we couldn't get around like we needed to
Right.
because people took advantage of those things that were provided for handicapped people. So on that note, thank you so much again for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and next Tuesday I'll be right here, 2 o'clock p.m. WHPR 33. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. That's Detroit's Money Making Diva. And if you want to book me to sing, host your party, MC, or speak at your social or church events, call me at 248-633-8562. That's 248-633-8562. You can also write me or send a donation to support this broadcast. Sherry Jackson, 11,000 West McNichols, Suite 100, Detroit, Michigan, 48221. Thanks again, and have a blessed day.